everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC. And to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now Carr on the bootleg. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
As he'll be marked down around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. They'll
set up to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Second down, 9 yards to go. On play action, now Carr. Forced out to his left. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Off the bootleg. Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Oh, look at this play call. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Back to throw. And Blunt has it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And that is incomplete. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. Now he'll throw deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to take another shot here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll work this this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue
90! They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go now. Blue 90!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Let's go! Green 39!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Can anyone get it?
What a move. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So 2nd and 10 here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guy... got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
2nd down following the run. Now a handoff looking right. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard at the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Gun. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Murray's kick is up and good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And to give this time to the tailback. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
29. 93.
On play action, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
694.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Point after now from Sturgis. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face, because to make that type of a play downfield, you wonder if you're going to be able to make it. You know that if you don't make it, it's a big play that you're giving up. But when you do bat the ball away and you come back and you embrace your teammates, that's a lot of momentum you're bringing back to the huddle. Now you feel like they can't complete anything when they don't hit deep shots.
Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Murray's kick is up and good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, that's Newton. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.